Hey, this is Austin with Counterculture Farms. Just out here with my sheep flock today and my livestock guardians. Just gotta talk to you a little bit about management going on lately. So the pups actually ran off a month ago, and so they've been back in pretty intensive training, as in I hadn't been giving them much trust. They get out here in a goat pen, you know, the electric netting, fence netting from I think it's Premier One. Anyways, I use that for my goats. It's got like 7 or 8 strands, so I just put that up out here beside the sheep at night. I've still got my 1 strand of hot wire there in the background, running my sheep across this cover crop. There's about 25 acres of cover crop right here, and we've been off hay now for over a week with the sheep, which feels great considering just a couple weeks ago there was ice and snow and everything down to, gosh, 3 degrees or something. So I didn't know how well my cover crop is going to jump off, but it's still not really tall enough to put my cows on it, but it's good enough to run the sheep on it lightly. If you eat too much of it, you'll know if you graze too hard. Right here, I'll show you. So left side's yesterday's grazing, right side is today's. We just moved them out. And so the big deal you're looking at is, see, we've eaten down pretty much to the ground, whereas over here we've got a lot more forage on the right. So there's a good picture right there. So the reason we don't want to eat all the way to the ground and see the soil, well, we're trying to always keep the soil covered. We want the plants to mature to a certain point, and then we want to come in and take a bite out of them. Really, you don't want them fully mature. It's less palatable. But anyways, everything ain't perfect out here, but we're trying. So what we've done with the dogs now is I was up moving fence, so they've got to be in here by themselves. They're only a year old, and so I don't trust them out here with the lambs by themselves, you know, sleeping out here. So they sleep next to the sheep, like, you know, literally a foot from them, but not with access to them all night long. And then in the daytime, we'll bring them out and we'll see how they'll do and correct them when they're wrong. Like Oso, this big guy right here, he got up and he was just running around like crazy because he was so happy to be back in with the sheep. He gets so excited about them. But you gotta teach him, slow down, bud. You know, not to just sprint through the middle of them. And he wasn't chasing anyone. Like he really didn't even go after a lamb. But he was just so happy. He was running around, jumping, and you know, of course that spooked all of them. Anyways, so in this field we planted about 15 different species. We got rye, triticale, rye grass, wheat, oats, barley. We've got several different types of clover. We planted vetch also, just trying to really revamp this old hayfield. It's not an old hayfield, it's being used and has been for a long time, which is part of the problem. So we're trying to put nutrients back into the soil. We're trying to help wake the soil back up. So we do that with multiple species. That's why it helps to put these sheep out here, because that's a whole nother diverse additive to the land. You know, you had sheep, you had cows, you had goats, you have deer, you have hogs. Everything that you're adding to the land is helping. Well, the hogs maybe. Anyways, you can see how good Oso's doing out here. Just wanted to give you a little update and let y'all see how things are going. Looking really good 2 weeks after the winter storm. I think it's been 2 weeks. It was a long February. Anyways, Oso and Loba doing good. I'm pretty sure Loba is pregnant with Rafa's puppies. And as I said earlier, I had all 3 dogs run away about a month ago. Rafa is the one who has not returned. So I don't really know what happened, but thankful that these 2 came back and we started back in our training. So, oh, look at these pretty little ones. This mama right here's got triplets on her. All right, leave the questions at the bottom. Like it, comment, share, subscribe. I'll let you know all things counterculture. Enjoy this beautiful day.